Good evening, lovely people. So it's Sunday here in the UK with the new moons. It's Sue's Crystal Wolf from Crowfire Talk. So we're here to do our reading. I've got everything prepared. I've lit the incense. I've shuffled all the cards. So we'll get going. I will be spending tomorrow all day at the hospital with my mum. She's got things, lots of appointments. So I was worried that I wouldn't get this video up, but I've got a bit of time now, so I've sort of prepared everything, so you won't see me shuffling and stuff. So let's do the first card. Oh, lovely. We've had this card before. So the Field of Plenty card, definitely connected to this time of year. It's the harvest card. It's the things that you've done throughout the spring and you know, all your contemplation and stuff from the winter months goes into spring, and then summer you're doing the things. So everything's come to fruition. Everything's being harvested. So there's always a good chance of releasing stuff, what you're going to take into the autumn months and the winter months ahead. For me, I'm going to be doing some very deep work, which I will go into on another video. I should talk about some really interesting deep journaling, shadow work, through working the Fool's Journey with the tarot, but obviously I will add runes because runes are my thing. So yeah, so looking forward to that. So for me, this card is making perfect sense because I've been preparing, getting everything ready, and for me, autumn and winter are the times of deep contemplation, shadow work, going within, and looking deeply, to then come in the spring with the transformation. Oh, we've got Badger. I think we had him last week. So he, you know, he is a healer, and he's seen as aggression, and it's the correct type of aggression. So he gnaws at all the roots. You know, roots of plants are often medicinal, so that's the healing reference there. And I think when you have got here and things have manifested, there's quite often healing, because you can release things and move forward, and look at where you want to go, you know, into the next year, really, because you're moving through those seasons. So I think the Badger's sort of saying, you know, look at what needs releasing, gnaw away at, or yeah, sort of gnaw away through stuff that needs to be released. And gnawing was very important there, but I'm getting a bit lost on what they're trying to say to me. Gnawing away at the truth of matters is yeah. So gnawing away at the truth of matters. So maybe digging down deep and looking at really the truth of what you want to take forward, really looking at things around you. Is it time to give them up? Is it time for a change? Is it, you know, I'm not quite getting what is it's there on the edge. Let's have a so we've got the Iolite card. I love this because we've got the directions, and we got the ladybirds, so we've got luck in any direction that we want to go in. And we've got the word love, and we've got channel, visionary, and clear vision. And I think that is sort of what I was trying to get to, in the you know, what direction do you want to take? Where do you want to go? What do you want to look at? What do you want to take into the autumn and the winter? What do you want to come out next year in the spring? Have you got things that you would like to put in place next year? So you can start researching, you can start gathering things together to look at, to move forward. I would say for me, like, I would look at the directions and I would see which one is calling you the most, which one is almost flashing at you or seems bigger or more in your face, and that can give you some idea of where you want to go. So normally seen, the north is normally the elders, the earth element, its connection to maybe ancestors, earth healing, deep ancestral work. The east is about new beginnings, illumination, clarity, initiations, that sort of thing. And obviously is the air element. In some traditions it's not, but the tradition I follow, north is earth, east is air, south is fire, west is water. The south, we're looking at inner child, so we might be looking at shadow work. We might be looking at connecting in with sacred play, being, you know, being free, using our imagination. So not quite the same as illumination, but imagination, you know, that childlike wonder, that connection with that joy of childlike stuff. And the west is emotions, it's water, the water element, and that's again intuition. So we have illumination, we have imagination, we have intuition. So with intuition, it is looking at connection with the body and the emotions and how that feels, and you know, what, when you're looking at something, is it making you feel queasy, yucky? Is it exhilarating you? Is it giving you a zest, a zing, you know? So we look at that emotional connection. So if one of those points on the compass was staring at you more, and obviously they all work in together, you know, if you're working with your inner child, you're working with emotions, you're working with ancestral, because family and your parents and grandparents and things. That incense has got to me today, that's very unusual. And the east is that illumination and clarity of initiatory sort of aspects. So very much a Degas rune type energy of that initiation doorway, and you know, the doorway of illumination and stuff. So you know, very very interesting. So let's pick our rune. I think it's going to be a short reading tonight. I'm not getting that much. In fact, the reading seems to be very much what we've been getting the last couple of weeks. So it's almost just a move on. No, that wasn't the one. It's not. I mean, last week's was quite deep though. We did go deep, didn't we, last week? So maybe they're letting us off a bit, giving us a bit of a rest. Do you know what? I've got 3 runes. Okay. Well, there we go. We got Degas. We got Northies. Oh my good God. And we've got Othala. So we've got the rune of illumination and the doorway of initiation, and we've, you know, walking through that new aspect, because we've done you know, we've done winter, we've done spring, we've done most of summer now, and we're heading towards those autumn, you know, so we're heading towards that that new doorway, the the doorway into the autumn. And I think Northease is there for, like, saying, you know, what needs to be looked at before we get into that autumn. What do we need to wrap up? What do we need to finish? What do we need to tie up? What do we need to let go? Where, you know, where are we going with projects and things that we've got ongoing? Because it is time to start slowing down into that autumn period. And then we've got Athala, which, you know, home, hearth, ancestors, ancestral healing. So we could look at, you know, around us, that what we want to take into those autumn and winter months with, you know, how we want to be in that hearth and home, and how we can you know, cozy up in those winter months. And what are we going to cozy up with? What books are we going to cozy up? What studies are we going to cozy up? What, you know, if we've got things, like I said, that we want to start to put in place next year, I really am going to be doing a lot of deep work. I will talk about it in another video, because I want to do a review of a couple of books that I've bought that are really awesome. I've bought a couple of books on working with the seasons, which is one of my preferred ways of working. You know, I look at anything I'm doing and I go, okay, where am I now? Am I in a spring mode? Am I about to go into a winter mode? Am I full blast in a summer mode? I mean, that can happen through one piece of artwork. When I'm journaling, it, you know, it starts off with maybe the contemplation, the ideas from the winter, and then I take it into spring, and I gather all the tools that I want to use for this piece of artwork, and start working on it. And then I go through summer, it's the height of doing it, and then it's finished, or it's, you know, I'm finishing off the piece, and then it slows down again, and then you start the ideas of the next piece. So yeah, it's really great working with the seasons, with stuff you're doing, normal everyday life, the seasons that are out there, you know, like in the northern hemisphere. Like I say, we're late summer now, going into early autumn. I'm going to pick one more card from here for some reason. So we've got Jasper, and we've got tons of animals here. We've got the Jasper, we've got the lion in the cave, we've got the genie's lamp, we've got the love, we've got the swallows, we've got the foxes, a family of foxes. So we've got family, we've got the ancestral family tie thing, we've got the love and connection, obviously with the little cub, with the daddy lion, daddy cub. We've got the sun there shining through, and we've got inspirational, resourceful, and anything is possible. And I think that sums up like the energy of the summer, doesn't it? You think like everything's there and everything's great and everything's fruitful, and you know, you've only got to rub that lamp and everything's coming. And but then we go into the slower times. So I think it's saying, like, enjoy the last moments, you know, out with the family, doing stuff. A lot of people now are on holidays, children off school, so enjoy that time. Really spend it with people that you love, and you know, just be playful and joyful, and do that, because we're gonna then start to move into the decline of the summer and that slowing down energy. So yeah, this is I don't know why I wanted to pull another card, but it just felt correct. Yeah, I'm getting a lot about family and celebrations and enjoying time together. the last rays of the sun. We've got the moon behind the fox there, and we've just had the new moon. And actually I couldn't really see that moon, so obviously it looks like a full moon. but I'm taking that as the new moon. So I'm taking that we're at the end of the summer months, but it's still, there's a new energy of just that little last piece to enjoy of that summer time. So get out there, enjoy yourself, have fun, let loose, you know, do whatever fills your heart with joy, and you know, but start to prepare for going in that the time, you know, the slower times, the autumn. So yeah, so that's the reading for this week. Quite straightforward and simple. A couple of cards we've had before, nothing dramatic, but yeah, I just hope you all have a lovely week, and you connect deeply with yourself, what your joy is, what your heart wants you to do, and follow it. Just follow that feeling, follow that energy, and spread it out to others, and you know, just enjoy the time that you have left of the summer months. And obviously if you're in a different hemisphere, if you're in the southern hemisphere, completely different time for you, and again, just enjoy and connect with the energies around you and what is happening in your part of the world. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I just don't have anything else to say. Like I say, I'm trying to maybe put this up, and maybe I needed a bit more time, but I knew that I wouldn't be able to do it tomorrow because I'm at the hospital all day, and I just wanted to do it. So I hope there's something in there for you. It does seem a bit more rushed than normal, and maybe there wasn't as much to say this time because we did have a deeper session last time. Maybe that's it. Anyway, love and blessings to you all, and I will be back for another video. I've got loads of cards and books to show you, and I must get doing some of those just show and tells, because I like doing them. And I will see you in the next video. Take care. Love and blessings. Bye.